Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Beneath the Steel Sky, and when last we left off, Foster and Joey have made their way down to Belle Vue, and are having a look around. You may think this is a nice place to live. The walkways are panelled with wood, the railings look nice, there are even leisurely things that you can do here. But all you need to do is look up to the top of the towers to see the factories that are billowing out tons of pollution, to be reminded of where you are. We really need to get out of here. I wonder how many people actually do look up at the factories if they live on this level. I imagine not many people. There's a person we can talk to here. Let's have a conversation and see if he can give us any important information. Hello?
Hi, who are you?
Can't you tell? I'm Mr. Cool, and you're encroaching on my personal space.
Hello, Mr. Cool. How are you? Can you help us get out of here? I sure hope so.
How can I get out of the city?
Have you thought about defecation?
Don't you mean defection?
What? Isn't that what I said?
I asked you about leaving the city, not bodily processes.
You're not making sense. And anyway, you can't leave the city. There's a restriction on travel.
We are not dealing with the sharpest tool in the box here, but he did give us one piece of information. There is a restriction on travel, so getting to ground level isn't going to be the end of our efforts. We have one more thing to talk about, however, his very snazzy attire.
That sure is a smart coat.
Yeah, cool, ain't it? It makes yours look like really shabby.
Where I come from, it's the height of fashion.
Oh, where would that be?
The wild open spaces, where people know the true meaning of freedom.
I'd sooner die than dress like that.
There are more important things than fashion.
Only one I know of, and that's poise. And you've got the poise of a wildebeest on a waltzer.
I think we've exhausted all of the conversation topics that we can really talk about with this person. So let's go into Bergs Bio Surgery and see just what surgery is performed here. Well, I think it's pretty clear already what kind of surgery is performed here.
A nose like that would be great for tracking.
Can we take the poster? No, but we can look at all the other posters.
I wouldn't bare my bum if it looked like that.
And what about this poster?
Bet those muscles are artificially developed.
And finally, this poster.
Those breasts are never natural.
Let's find out by looking at this leaflet and seeing what services Bergs Bio Surgery performs, after, of course, Joey gets out of the way. While Joey's there, we might as well look at this plant.
It looks like the plant's in the gap.
Can we take it?
Not real. It's made of plastic.
Artificial plants. Well, that explains what all the greenery on this level we can see is. It's all made of plastic. Thanks for getting out of the way, Joey. We're going to look at this leaflet now.
An illustrated brochure.
Let's give it a look.
Good grief, it's positively pornographic. Naked people with extra parts. The things folk do for fashion.
Quite extreme things, it would seem. Anything to say on the matter, Joey?
Do you think I need a doctor, Joey?
We could both use an overhaul. Are you going to get a new body?
There's nothing wrong with this one.
I'd take that as a no, Joey. There's a door to look at and a projector as well. We'll start with the door.
This door has no handles or means of opening it.
We can try anyway.
It's as immovable as a stain on my conscience.
That's the game saying, don't try. You need somebody else to open it for you. Lastly, there's the projector.
It's a holographic projector.
I'm surprised that you know that, Foster, but either way, let's use it.
Welcome to Bergs Bio Surgery. How may I help you?
Well, what services do you provide? A good way to help me is to talk more about what Bergs Bio Surgery does.
What services do you provide?
A complete range of fascia, From personal piercing to cosmetic transplants.
Unfortunately, the hologram disappears every time we ask something, so we need to click on the projector again. Hello! We're not done yet. Let's talk more about those ops, eh?
Do people have ops to be fashionable?
Certainly. Can you think of a better reason?
What about medical purposes?
Our clients are rich enough not to need medical treatment.
So you say, but there's more we need to talk about. Hello again! Can we be booked in? I expect the answer is no, but it can't hurt to ask.
Would you let me in for a fashion op?
Do you have an appointment?
No, I don't.
Too bad. You should have booked.
Well, we're not getting in there anytime soon. Let's leave. We have more places to explore. Not up where we came from, but down here. We're going to be on the front walkway on those screens we walked past. There's here, where there is another elevator leading down. There's also a container. That's a bin. You could have just called it a bin game, but you chose not to. Let's have a look, shall we?
I wonder what's kept in there.
Let's find out.
It's empty.
Nothing is the answer. Anything to say, Joey? There is.
How far is it to the ground now?
Still too far, and I hate heights. We've at least 12 meters to go.
That's quite a distance. I imagine our card is not going to work on this elevator. We'll give it a go, though. Let's see if it works.
This card doesn't work on this elevator.
Looks like this is as far down as Reich goes. Let's go into here, shall we? It looks quite green. It's very green. There are lots of plants here. Let's look at them.
I've never seen anything so green.
Is it actually alive?
It's sticky with some kind of gum.
Maybe is the answer. What about this?
It smells fresh and alive.
Is it actually fresh and alive? Also, hello, lamb. How are you? You clearly live there.
I ought to plant these all over the gap.
If you can get some cuttings or some seeds, why not? And there's this shrub here. Notice Joey didn't come with us.
Strange to think these plants were common once.
And now they're not.
I can almost feel it growing.
It actually is growing. And there is this man here, just sitting there, thinking. Let's have a conversation, shall we? Also, you really weren't in there long, lamb. Are you just grabbing something to eat? Maybe. Hello, how are you?
Hi, my name's Foster. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gallagher.
There's lots that we can ask about here. Let's ask about this first and find out what's happening in Union City.
What's going on in this city? Something wonderful. Tell me about it, please. I can't do that. Everything will become apparent when the time is right.
Okay, you're cryptic and sinister. Very sinister. I get the feeling you're important. We don't know why yet.
What are you doing? Just watching and waiting? What for? I won't know until it happens. I guess not.
Yep, you're definitely important. You're saying lots of cryptic stuff. People in these games don't say cryptic things unless they're insane or very important. You might be insane, but I somehow doubt it.
Are you feeling all right? Never felt better. You look depressed. Don't worry about me. You've got enough to worry about. What do you mean? Who are you? It's too early to tell. I'm newborn. Too much in flux. I don't understand.
You're newborn? Okay, now you're definitely sounding sinister. Even more than you were before.
Do you always talk in riddles? I don't think I do. Maybe it's your perception that's at fault. maybe your interpretation of what I say differs from the intent of what I mean. Maybe.
Maybe, but you're still very sinister.
Can you direct me to the ground level? You're a social transcender. Going up in this world means going down. It's all a question of status.
And I don't think there's anything else that we can talk about. There is this card slot, though, for this door, and windows that we can look through.
It's a standard card slot.
Let's look through this window while Lamb is in there, shall we? See what he's up to.
I can see through to an apartment.
Let's have a look. He's just about to leave. That is a really opulent apartment. Let's look into this one, shall we? And see what this one's like. This one's a lot less opulent, but there are fish. I think we found Reich's apartment. We can check if that's the case by using our ID card on the slot. And in we go! And the music stops dead in here. I've always wondered why there's no music in here at all. Maybe it's so you can just hear the bubbling of the aquarium. Either way, there are things we can do here. Let's look at that chair first.
Doesn't look very comfortable.
It certainly doesn't.
I'm too busy to sit down.
That's quite right, you are. What about this machine?
It's a food dispenser.
Can we get some food?
It must be empty. The poor fish will be hungry.
That's bad news for the fish. There are windows here, and there's a monitor that we can look at.
It's not switched on.
Why don't we turn it on?
It doesn't work. The power must be off.
That's too bad. Let's look at the poster and see what fish Reich has.
It shows different kinds of fish. Reich must have been fond of them.
I imagine so. Can we take the poster? No. We can look at the aquarium, though.
That fish must get very bored with its little world.
It is quite a small aquarium.
I better not touch. It might bite.
That's true. There's a picture. We've seen something like this before.
It's a picture of hills, covered with white stuff.
That white stuff is snow, Foster. And we can't take that, though there is a certificate that we can look at.
Union City Fish Fanciers Club. Third prize, Tropical Mutant category.
Tropical Mutant category? We can't take that either. There's a cabinet, though.
Nothing in there but a dirty tissue.
Can we take the dirty tissue? I know from other games how useful they are.
There's nothing in there I want.
Oh, fair enough. Let's look at the bed instead.
That's where poor Reich slept.
And where he'll sleep no more.
I couldn't sleep there. Reich would haunt me.
He may do, but there's one more thing that we can look at. The pillow.
It still bears the impression of his head.
Can we move it? We can, revealing a magazine.
Dangerous Bikes Monthly. A motorbike magazine.
This is what we came in here for. Let's take it, and let's have a look at it in our inventory. There it is. The magazine is called Dangerous Bikes Monthly and bears a photo of a man in traction. Let's leave. We've done all we can here. The music reappears, everything seems far more happy and jolly. The door doesn't close. Let's leave. I think... Yep, you're going to be right there, Joey. How are you? Hopefully it wasn't too long. Let's show you that magazine. Give me an analysis, Joey.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
A motorbike magazine. Those machines are sleek.
It seems to be a good read, according to Joey. Let's go and give this to the person who'll most appreciate it. The person over here. Remember there was somebody who really liked motorbikes? In Travel Co? We're about to get ourselves a ticket for a tour. as soon as Joey catches up. Maybe we don't need Joey for this, but it's still nice to have Joey in the room. Still working hard, I see. No. You're never working hard, are you? Business isn't going so well right now for you, but you are quite heavily booked up. It looks like Joey's not going to get here, so let's just hand over the magazine, shall we?
Would you swap a ticket for this magazine?
You mean it? Of course I will. It's the T.E. Lawrence Collector's Issue. I've been looking for that for years.
There we go. We now have a ticket.
Travel Tours. 1 adult.
Let's take it. And now he's going to read the magazine, as well as sitting there doing nothing. Let's look at the ticket. The printing on the ticket reads Travel Tours, 1 adult. Give me an analysis, Joey.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
It's made of recycled paper.
That's good at least. Let's leave and give this to somebody who might appreciate it. Who would that be? That would be Lamb. Lamb would probably appreciate a tour, a little holiday of sorts. We definitely need to wait for Joey now, though. Otherwise, Joey won't be able to follow us back up to the top of Erie Tower. We've been here long enough. We need to head back up to solve puzzles. One very important puzzle. There's an area in the factory that we can't get to right now. This will hopefully solve that problem. Going up.
Come on, Joey.
Come along, Joey. We've got places to be. Hello, Lamb. You're waiting to go up as well, aren't you? You know there's room in here. Never mind, there isn't room in here. We're back up here. Now if we pop out and wait, we can catch Lamb before he goes anywhere. Just need to wait around a little bit because Lamb has a certain route that he takes. Going from here over to his apartment and back. It's just a waiting game now. And this is when Lamb never shows up. He will. We just need to stand here. Are you going to show up though? You know when I said that he was going to show up? I'm starting to doubt if that's actually going to happen. Maybe I need to leave the screen and then pop back to here and then he'll appear. Let's find out. The fineries of getting Lamb to appear where he needs to be, they're a little lost on me right now. Okay, you're really not going to show up, are you, Lamb? No. He knew that I needed to talk to him to go solve a puzzle, and so he's decided, nah, I'm not actually going to pop up here, I'm going to stay down there. Okay, have it your way, Lamb. We'll go down instead.
Come on, Joey.
We've learned something today. If you interrupt Lamb's route and routine, he'll stay where he is. Are you still down here? If you're not down here anymore... Okay, where are you? Where have you gone? Where are you hiding? Are you over here? You're not there. Are you here? We'll just have a look in the window and see if he's decided to stay in his apartment for now. Yes, he's having a bit of a nap. Let's stop watching, shall we? And wait for him to pop out. Because we need to talk to him. We have a ticket that we need to give. And hopefully we'll get something in return. Hopefully. And when we come back, folks, we'll go and do that. And then, who knows? We'll probably be solving puzzles. That's usually what we end up doing. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.